What's going on, folks? Mike here. Welcome back to Dogs and Turbos. Today, well, we're going to try to get Haley's sled one step closer to hitting the trail. I'm pretty sure we've got everything we need, minus one part that we're going to try to reuse. Yeah, we got it ready to go here. I got all the wiring loose so that everything plugs in nice and easy to the dash. I got the old zip ties ready to go as well with the operator manuals. Went to AgriSport in Regina to see if I could get a choke cable for this thing, because this one's all how you doing, right? They they have no idea what a Bendix carburetor is, so that created a little bit of mayhem, if you know what I mean, a little bit of issues. So we're going to reuse this one. I got it free, so hopefully it'll be enough and it won't bind bad, and we'll be able to get it to work with the Bendix, because I'd hate to have to reach down and manually choke it every time. So, but it is what it is. If we have to, we have to, right? So we'll figure it out. But yeah, we got everything, all the wiring done. We got the side panel was clean. Now it's been sitting on its side in the dirt, all wrecked. Thanks, Haley. I know you didn't see it because you were on your phone. But it is what it is. The tank here, I'm going to do at the end of the day. I'm going to take it over to the car wash, give it a good spray out, wash it out, because it's like you guys seen before. It's pretty dirty in there. I got to clean up the pickup and stuff. I got some fuel line that we're just going to use. Screw it, we're just going to use it. The original pickup tube end here, I'm going to see if I can clean it and use it. So, because if I can, that'll work well, because then it can sit in the tank and it'll drop. Maybe I'll put some fuel in, maybe I'll put some fuel in it, and it can sit in my basement overnight. And then it'll soften up the tube, and I'll see if it'll soften the tube up overnight enough to maybe drop it. Because fuel vapor apparently softens this tube up. I don't know, comment down below if that's a real thing. I'd love to hear it. Anyways, work, right, kiddo? Yeah, she's excited. We got some races coming up and some vintage sled derbies coming up, and she wants to come riding. We also have the pulley for this thing. Should be here today or Monday, because it's a Friday for me right now. I've been super busy, been gone all week. So, yeah. Awesome. All right, guys. Let's get to this and see where we end up, I guess. See if it works. So first of all, let's see if we can get that choke cable to actually work. Okay. Been playing around with it for a while. Got ourselves a working choke. So, one step closer. I do have to every time, though, give it just a little bit. But one step closer now to getting it done. Next to do is run a grommet through the hole here. And I just so happen to have some grommets. Hopefully they're the right size. Right, if not, well, then I'll just run some tape or something around tape around the lines and pray for the best, I guess. So, but this will work for now, thankfully. We'll get everything all buttoned up and back together. I'm excited to see what it looks like actually proper and everything working. So, hopefully we got all the lights and everything here all plugged in. Everything except for the attack, I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna do that here right away. I do want to find, the Speedo. I do want to find a tack for this thing. So if any of you guys have a tack for one of these old John Deeres, let me know. The plug wiring is right here for it. So, yeah, excited times. And also, the part for this thing came in, and it should be here within like an hour. So it could be a double header video where both sleds, Haley, are running by the end of the video. Would that be cool? Yeah, and I don't think it'll happen. Yeah, it might. I don't think I'm that lucky. So we'll see. Yeah, back to work. Alright, folks, as you can see, we're making some really good progress here. Got the dash on. Everything's on real tight. Way more solid than it was when it came in. Choke is working. You can pull it with one hand. And she does, see, this choke stuff. So that's a huge plus, and when I can also move it around without the dash fucking pulling up. So big progress there. I went inside and tightened everything down, put with some new hardware. Even though it's missing that bar, it's still solid. I tightened it down to the other bar real good down in there. I don't know if you guys can see, but she is ready to go pretty much. Windshield and this side here is all that's left. I'm waiting on this side because I am going to replace the primer. Haley, can you grab me the primer?
Where's that?
Probably in the bag. Yeah, we bought a brand new primer for this machine. So let me move this over a bit so I can work around. Sorry for the light, guys. My flashlight died, so gotta use what you gotta use. No, that's actually, I need that too, yeah. And I need the plunger. We got some primer cable. There's some cord. No, that's the filter. It's in a bag. It's black. Yes. This here, we got ourselves a new. There's the number on it. Brand new in bag. So we're gonna toss that in here. I'm not sure if this primer is good or not. Instead of taking the risk and finding out it's not, I figured I'd just buy one and replace it right off the hop. It was 50 bucks, which I know is outrageous, but I don't know. The people who took over AgriSport, they don't seem to be the most knowledgeable or friendly. Like I miss Doug. Doug was an awesome guy. Yeah, it is what it is. We got to get our parts right, so we gotta be nice, gotta be friendly. So I'm just grateful that we still have AgriSport in business. So, and I guess I can put up with a little bit of BS if it involves me getting my parts when I need them. So speaking of, let me throw this in. We'll get the recoil side on and the windshield back in, and we should be ready to go. Everything done except for the fuel tank, which will be, I'm going to do that probably tomorrow because I'm getting hungry. I want to go drink beer and eat pizza. Right, Haley?
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, Haley's going to her mom's for the weekend. I am going out of town. I can't wait. Alrighty. We got this side all buttoned up. Brand new primer installed. Primer lines installed. I don't have a clip on the blue one, as I don't have one small enough for it. So, but I have it running down through here. I decided to run the fuel system fully. So I have the fuel line goes down underneath the battery box, away from all this heat. And it comes up through here, and it's gonna snake and plumb into here. So that is the goal, to keep everything nice and neat and organized and away from suspension. I was gonna have it come up through here, but to keep it away from the suspension and shit, I think this is my best route. Right? Got a little tiny dinky filter on there for now, but once the fuel goes through this line, it should start softening it up. So, and with that, I'm gonna take the tank back out, get it ready to wash it up, clean everything, all this fucking shit off here, so that the line actually slides back on, and then we can put some premix in this, give her some pumps, and hopefully she'll fire off. Oh man, this thing's coming together so well. Everything here is tight, how it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to throw the windshield on it, and then we'll do the tank. Well, does she ever clean up nice? went together like, well, it's mint. It's absolutely mint. Everything is tight, how it's supposed to be. Right? You guys remember when we got it, the gaps and everything were all fucked. It's not as bad now. Pull the choke, push it in. It actually works, and it's not wrecking anything, right? Under the hood. Oh, undo the latch there. We've got everything ready to go for the fuel tank. The fuel lines all ran, windshield's all in, everything's tight. So I guess all that's left now is to finish up the fuel system. I do need a latch for the other side for this hood. Let me see what it looks like here. Yeah, I need one of these guys because that one broke off. So I'll have to find one of them and rivet it on, but not a huge deal. Anybody watching the channel right now have one or know where to get one, please contact me. There's usually an email address down below. You can contact me there. So everything here is good to rock. So waiting on parts still for this. I don't know if they are going to show up today. There's a nasty storm happening outside apparently on the highway. So fingers crossed. But anyways, next up is the tank. We got it all out, ready to go to the car wash. We can clean it out. I got the pickup here that I'm gonna soak overnight in carb cleaner, so we can maybe reuse it. I've got some line that is longer than this line here, that hopefully the fuel vapor will soften. I was cleaning up the fuel level, as you guys can see. She works. So, Haley, you want to move that float up and down for the people? See, when she moves the float, it works. It's not the needle's not in the right position, but it does what it has to do. And until I can actually source another John Deere branded one for what this sled is, it's good enough. I also went and cleaned up the sending tube here. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was all rusted and just looked like absolute shit. So I cleaned it up with the wire wheel. Got it real good. Got that rubber cork gasket a little bit better. Went up the top part. I didn't really bother doing a whole bunch of it up here. I just wanted to get the nipple done. And when I take this to the house, I'm going to spray some carb cleaner through it and run the pipe cleaners through it a bunch of times so we can get some shit out of it. Same with there as well. So we are so close to getting this thing fired up, folks. All that's left to do now, like I said, is clean out this tank. I'm just getting things ready to take it to the house. All that's left now is to clean out this tank and put premix in it, which I think this is 50-1, if I can read that right. 5 gallons for 1 pint. 5 gallons per pint. So 50-1. I'm guessing that would be right. So, which is awesome. We've got oil. Where did it go? It's in the bag here. I bought this stuff here for Haley's John Deere. Castrol Super Snowmobile 2T 2-stroke. Should be perfect. It's for premix or injector. And on the back, it actually has a scale. So if I get 12.5 liters of fuel, I got 250 milliliters of stuff here to put in. So, but I guess I'll have to do math to figure out how many liters I can fit in one of these here. Oh, that one's got stuff in it. Those are 10 liters. So 10 liters. I'll have to figure out what that is. So maybe 10 liters would be what? 200 mil? I'm thinking. I don't know. Comment down below, guys. I'd love to hear it. How you guys mix as well. I will Google it, of course. But that's next. So all we got to do now is clean the tank and get everything jazzed up. But I am stoked with how well this sled came together. Aren't you, Haley? Oh, she's going through parts and looking at tools. So, oh, it's absolutely magnificent how well this machine came back together. And that's the one thing, though, I will tell you, I hate, guys, is working on stuff that other people, like, that a ton of people have had their hands on, because you don't know what's what. Luckily, I lucked out with this one big time, and only had to do a little bit of minors, like that cover. Getting it lined up in here, guys, was not easy, considering it's not the same tunnel as that one. They're the same, but a little slightly off, I think. So, considering it doesn't have the 440 anymore. I don't think that's a 440. I think it's a 340. Yeah, but we'll find out. We'll line it up against my 440 over here, and we'll see what they do. Actually, looking at the gap, from there to there. It could be a 440. We'll find out. The motor is about the same size as that one. And I know the 340 Rotax is smaller than the 440, like physically, because you can't use any of the same parts. Like you couldn't do one side 440 piston, the other side 340 piston. I've tried that once, so didn't work. Anyways, this, I think tomorrow we will see if we can fire this thing up. Anyways, we are spent, me and Haley. We've been here all day, and what do you think? Your Skidoo's back together. Are you happy? Yeah. Yeah, she's tired. Oh, she's doing what all kids do, pretend they're Wolverine. So, but we got everything cleaned up. Now we just gotta wait on her ma. So, anyways, guys, we will see you back here hopefully tomorrow. Damn, is that ever a beautiful sight, guys? Not just because they're two relics, but because it's my daughter's and mine. Sure, mine looks a little bit smaller than the kiddos, but it's just how they're designed. That's all. And mine is actually it is a lot different, a lot lighter. Speaking of mine, just getting ready to head out of the shop. I got the fuel tank ready to go to the car wash and everything, all my tools and stuff ready to go home. X showed up, my oldest daughter's mom, I should say, with my pulley. I asked her, you gotta pick the kid up, you mind stopping by and grabbing it for a fella? To my surprise, she said, yeah, of course. So, a couple of packages of homemade deer sausage later, a feller's got himself his new pulley, and it looks pretty damn good. It should do the trick, right? Right? We're hoping. So, next video, we're going to be throwing this in there and seeing if this thing will if it'll actually grab and we can get this thing to actually fire off for once. That would be, if this thing can get this thing to fire off, that would make up for all of last year's bullshit. It really would. This is this year's bullshit, and hopefully this one will fire off too. But we'll find that out by the end of the video. Now, I'm going to go clean the tank and be back to throw it in and see what happens. Alright everybody, we are back down in the shop. It's been a couple days. Unexpectedly, me and a friend decided to take a trip over the weekend to Indianapolis for the Royal Rumble. It was a little last minute thing. It was pretty cool. Haley's mom we dropped her off there on Friday after I was on that clip. Haley's mom came and got her and flew to the city. It was fucking crazy. I'm so tired. Just got home a little bit ago and ended up having a nap already. Hey? I mean, it's just like, I brought the kids some merch, so they were pretty happy. Anyways, where am I now? Right. Let me sit down here. I'm really jet lagged, folks. Sorry about that. We've got the piece here. Doing the tank. I haven't cleaned the tank yet. I'm going to. I got to clean this guy here. And then we have this piece here that we got to attach to this here. And I also stopped at the shop on my way back through town. I put that there. And grab the piece here that goes on the top. So figured it'd be a lot easier to do it here. Nicely got home to a big ass blizzard and had to clear the driveway as well. So it's been pretty crazy. And then I think, was it tomorrow or Tuesday or Wednesday, I got to go to Kenora and go look at a new truck. So that's going to be pretty interesting. So hopefully I get this all back together for you guys by the time that's done. And then next video on this thing is just putting fuel in it and seeing if it'll go. I got the part for my sled, so that'll have to be done this week sometime. We got races coming up, I think this week or next week. We got some shows happening, and some other stuff happening with the channel. There's going to be a big announcement over on Patreon, which is free. So yeah, there's going to be a big announcement over there in regards to the channel, and a lot of the awesome stuff that we've been doing, and I've been going and looking at and stuff like that. So I think I may have found some land. So it's north of here. Was it northeast of here? I should say quite a bit, like an hour or so. So a couple hours. So should be quite interesting. Hope everything goes good there. Anyways, back to work on this here. I'm gonna get this all set up with this guy here to start off with, and then we'll talk about how I got this thing kind of straight. A little bit of a tip or a trick that I think you guys might like. Okay, got this part done, and then it'll just go in there like so when it does. Right, I still have to clean the tank, don't forget. So I might actually turn it a bit more up, so that way it's a little more straighter. So, but this, speaking of straight, this guy here, right, how I got it like this, give me a minute to get it off the rod, and I'll explain some more. Okay, this was a big curl, right, a big curl. I figured out a trick on how to get them a bit straight, right, when I was home packing to go out to my trip, which actually I knew I was going to go a couple days before we went. That's why in that one clip I said I was going out of town. I just didn't want to really get too excited about it because I was worried something would happen, but everything went flawlessly. I did my passport before Christmas there, and because I plan on going on a bunch of trips this year, and yeah, shit went well. You know, it was only, I think, $700 to fly from here to there and back, and then a couple $100 for a ticket, and split a hotel room. So, and no, I'm not dating nobody, no girlfriend, just a friend of mine that I've known forever, and she's told me that I need to get away with all the bullshit that's been going on in life. I should just get away for a weekend or something, and we've been talking about going to Vegas or shit like that for the weekend, and I just wasn't too sure, and then, this popped up, and well, away we went. So, gotta love how life goes. So, just like how I found a new truck that I'm looking at buying up in Kenora, and it's kind of weird that it's the same kind of neck of the woods that I found a farm that I'm interested in, because it's got a real beautiful pond, and it's just it's set up perfectly, like the way that the buildings are and everything. It's set up absolutely perfect, and maybe I'll bring you guys along when we go. So, because I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. I have to check the calendar. So I'm thinking Tuesday. I think it is. So, but I'll have to double check. So, anyways, how I got this straight. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm really jet lagged and tired as fuck. I got home. I go, oh, yeah, just the flying, and I'm not used to it, right? Flying there, sleeping for. Well, we flew in. Got there about 10:30 Friday night, and it was just storming and cold. And then I think we left. What time the fuck we left? At probably about 2 a.m. I think it was about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday, or last night, or this morning. So, yeah, little to no sleep. It's been kind of awesome, kind of fun. Anyways, I boiled this in a pot of water, and then put it on a coat hanger, and let it hang from a doorknob while I was gone. And I come home, and it's like this. Now it will hook on to here, and drop into the tank, attached to this guy here. So, and I'll cut it to length, of course, like it's a little, how you doing, right? We'll probably cut it around here or so, depending on how deep the tank is. So, but for now, I'm going to get this all back together, finish getting this cleaned up, and then I'm going to go upstairs and see if I can see myself in the rumble with, Haley's up there watching right now to see if she can see where we are. And we were sitting just off when you come out when they came out the thing, there's a VIP side on one side, we were on the other side. So it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. But like 4 rows in. So it's pretty neat. Anyways, let's get back at it. Sorry, I'm still excited for it too. It was really fun. Alrighty, folks. There it is. Fuel pickup. It's pretty much all done. I do have the this guy here to put in, but I'll put him in once I measure the exact length that I need of this. So I'll see how it lays and where it hits the bottom. I'll put this guy. So I could measure this, right? And go see how far I can go. Yeah, to about there where I was thinking, right? So shouldn't be too hard. We'll find that out tomorrow when I take this to the car wash and clean it. But for now, I'm going to clean everything up and go to fucking bed. I am tired. So we will see you guys in the morning at the other shop. Alright folks, it's like 8:30 the next morning here at the car wash to clean this tank out. As you can see, it's really kind of steamy in here. It's minus 42 outside, so pretty nuts, but you can see inside's pretty gross. So I'm going to give her a quick spray and we'll be back to see how it looks. And then I'm going to take it home to put it all back together, because with it being really cold, I don't want to have it in the garage and crack, right? So safety first. Alright folks, we got her somewhat getting in there, right? So as you can see, she's pretty dirty. I think some of that could be the outside here. So just gonna let it sit for a minute, and then we'll rinse it off and dump it out. So it'll be better than what it was, that's for sure. Alright folks, I don't know if you can see, but it's a hell of a lot better. The dark you're seeing is that. That's what you're seeing inside there, the line. So inside, a little tiny bit of varnish right there, but not a huge deal. She'll be all right. Way cleaner in there than it was. Way cleaner on the outside. So with that, we're gonna head back to the house now. I managed to save the decal, and we'll start getting it all back together so that we can get it back in the machine. See you there. All right, a little bit easier to hear me here. It was pretty loud at the car wash today. Holy jeez, I'm surprised for 8 a.m. The first day, I finally decided I'm not going to take the kids, or I'm not going to walk the kids to school. I actually drive them for once, and because I need to get this done. So because I'm now going to let this dry, and I got to head to the bank and get my dealings done for tomorrow. Yeah, there's a little bit of water left in there. So a fella, if he likes the truck, can give them cash and take it away. So that is the goal. So sorry about that. I'm just trying to get all the water to the end there. A little trick that my grandfather taught me. For if you have water and it likes to, pool, right? You can't get it all out. Just put like a paper towel or something absorbent in, and then wiggle it around, and it'll eventually catch it. And Bob's your uncle. Right? So, another little trick of the trade. So, it is actually looking really, really clean in there. There's that little bit of varnish, but I'm not worried. The filter will take care of it. And I got, thanks to a subscriber, I got a huge box full of filters, so I'm not worried about going through a couple of them. So we did manage to save on the decal here a little bit. You can see it's still 5 gallons of gasoline plus 1 pint of motorcycle oil, or 6 gallons to 1 pint. I don't understand that. 5 gallons or 6 gallons to a pint. That makes no sense. Yeah, it says the same thing in French. Wouldn't it be one or the other? What do I mix these at, guys? These John Deeres. Is it 50 to 1? I think that's what it's trying to say there. 50 to 1. So, anyways, enough yammering jammering. I gotta head now to the bank, and hopefully this tank is dry when I get back. We'll be able to take it over to the garage and get it all installed and everything plumbed. And the next video, we're going to be putting fuel on this thing, seeing if it'll fire up and drive. So, I'm excited for that. But it's really, really cold out right now. It's like minus 42 at the wind chill. So, it doesn't really pay to run the heaters, right, as much. So, hopefully, like I said, things will be better by the time I get back. Anyways, we'll see you then. Alright, we're back. Let's take a look at how dry it is. It's a little bit later on in the day. I was upstairs editing the video from the weekend. If you guys want to see all the shenanigans and how fun it was, it'll probably either be on Patreon or my gaming channel. Not too sure there yet. The gaming channel's got a high, it's mostly wrestling stuff, so makes most sense to probably be there. But we'll see. Anyways, let's see how well this did. Looks like inside here it's pretty dry. I don't know if it'll work, but anyways, inside there's pretty damn dry. Really good to go. So I'm going to cut the tube to length and put it in there, and we'll see if it hits the bottom. I hope it does. Alright, folks, I don't know if you can just barely see the line in there like I can. You can just see where it's laying on the bottom. So I know where it starts to rise up there. So that's where I'm going to cut it. And we'll attach this little guy here. So then we'll be one step closer to getting this done. So then I have to get all my stuff in order to go and pick up a neutral. Hopefully, that'd be cool. But if it's like the guy says it is, so I'm sorry. But stay tuned for that. It'll be a huge update. I've been teasing a big update on my Patreon coming up. So stay tuned for that. There's a big update on Patreon coming. I just haven't figured out when. But, okay. It's all cutter, about so. And it should be alright. I'll be right back. Alright, folks, there it is. The new fuel pickup. So, and this will all get softer while it's in the tank. Usually does. So, once there's some gas in it for a few days. So, yeah, that should do nicely. Now to make sure it's all lined up how I want it. Otherwise, I'll have to turn this top one. I do have to replace the clip up here. As you guys can see, it kind of broke, but I think I might just leave it. If it ain't gonna leak, it's not gonna cause a problem, right? So let me put this in the tank, and we'll make sure everything is good lengthwise. All right, folks. As you can see, pickup's in there, and it's at a low spot, which is good. It does wiggle around, move around, stuff like that. So I'm doing some figuring out here with this stuff. And it is a 50 to 1 tank, so we're going to be mixing it 50 to 1. Haven't really fixed that yet. It's a little bit loose right in here, but it's just because that gasket's so old, and from me cleaning up all the years of shit, it'll do that, but it'll be fine. I'm not really worried. If it leaks a bit, we'll take care of it then. But I don't really plan on running this tank overly full. Probably just gonna put 10 liters in it and send it. See what happens. So we'll get it all tidied up here. Got the float kind of working. Hopefully this thing will actually work. That would be a huge, huge plus. And go sideways like that, I guess. And this goes here because this gets held down by the strap. So hopefully this isn't going to be in the way. Might bring this line just in case. So there it is, tank's all back together. Looking good, looking sharp. And with that, we will see you guys at the shop to put it in and end this video. It's been way too long, way too many days. It's like a week going on, just like almost over a week of just doing this stuff just because feller's been busy. I've been all over the place making moves, trying to plan my 2025 out so that when I tell you guys what I want to tell you, it's done. You know what I mean? Like there's no here's what I want to do and then have somebody find out and sabotage it, right? It's straight up I'm waiting until all my ducks are done and the eggs are all hatched and they're off the market before I let you guys know what's going on. So that's just one of the things that's going to be happening from now on. Anyways, we'll see you guys at the shop. Enough bullshitting. Alrighty folks, we are back to end the video here in the shop. Put the tank back in the sled. Just got back from checking out that truck, and as much as it was nice, but it wasn't listed right. I went up there looking for a diesel, and it was a gas jobber, unfortunately. I need something that can pull a trailer, right? That can have the Tahoe on it. You'll see why coming up. And I also need something that can haul sleds and stuff, right? And toys to and from wherever we're going. Oh, you guys will all find that out and stuff soon. What's going on? I'm really, really excited. But yeah, it was a gasser, and I was the ad said it was a diesel. When I got there, it wasn't a diesel. That's all I'm gonna say. It puffed like a diesel, but it wasn't. It's 2014 Chev. It was a nice truck. So, but found another one in the same kind of general area, so we're going to be heading back up there, I think, on Thursday to go check it out. And this one is a diesel, and it looked like a dually from what I could tell. So, crew cab, which is what I need because I got my kids, so we'll see. A lot cheaper than they are around here, I tell you. Anyways, the further north you go, the cheaper the trucks get. Anyways, back on the sled here. As you guys can tell, I'm in a real chipper mood today. It's been an awesome, awesome day. I found out some things on my adventure that just it was hilarious. Anyways, got the tank all cleaned up. I moved the sled over so we could get it underneath the good light. Open her up here. So now I could go tomorrow and actually go check out the other truck, but we're supposed to be getting another blizzard, so I don't want to have a day because I got to get this video edited for you guys and uploaded, and I don't know if it's going to come out today, tomorrow, or what. We're going to have internet problems again. So, there's a dent there. So, yeah. We'll see, I guess, how it goes. But anyways, let me throw this tank in here, and we'll end the video. Alright, like that, fuel system is all together. I'll put this down here just for now. I'm going to put some sheathing on that just so it doesn't chafe right on the edge there. And I'm going to zip tie it, but just to kind of hold the line a bit, right? So, because I kind of want the filter to gravity feed. I did have stuff on this side of it, but it was interfering with the steering, and I didn't like that at all. So I rerouted it around the front. Hopefully it won't be a problem. Hopefully it'll still suck fuel. But there it is. Haley's sled is 100% done, back together. All we have left to do next is put some premix in here and fire it off. So the cool thing is that the line is in the middle, like for the pickup tube, so everything is exactly where you'd want it to be. So hopefully this works well, this fuel gauge. Hopefully it actually works. and floats. So I like that feature. It's really neat. So as opposed to mine where you just unscrew it here and then fill it up. So there is fuel in mine though. I could put some in here and see if it'll bark. But Haley wants to be here when it happens, and Haley's at school right now. So, and then I got a whole bunch of stuff to do, so I'm really busy. Also, she seems to have misplaced her key for it. So we're gonna have to find the key, and then we'll be able to put some premix in here, 50-1, and see if it'll start. So, but that's it on the John Deere, guys. What do you think? Comment down below. Haley's sled's all back together under the hood. Everything is all tight. Like all the plastics are good. Maybe a little bit too good in some spots. So, you know, everything is all how it's supposed to be. The carb looks pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna adjust this slightly. This is how it was in the video when we had it running. So, alright, that like that hopefully should be good. I know you guys can't see what I see, but anyways, everything's all clean in here, as you guys know. Carb, everything's done. Fuel pump looked really good. New fuel lines for the most part. Well, 50-50, I'd say, right? So everything's there we go. Everything is all back together. I wanted her to go through here and see what's all in there, but we'll do that also in the next video on it that we use when we run it. But that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been a long one, like I said. It's been a long video, but it's been a lot of days because I've been real busy, and I'm gonna have all that kind of stuff over on Patreon, the behind the scenes of what's going on. That's where I'm gonna put that stuff for this year. I've decided we're gonna put more videos over there, and it's free to join. So there, that's this. Now this one is done. Next video, we'll be working on this guy here. If I can get this hood open. Ugh, I can't always get it open. There we go. Yeah, we'll be replacing this pulley next video, and that's in here. Comment down below, should I just throw the another set of brand new pawls in as well, or should I just use the ones that are on there, see if they work, and then if they don't work, then I can swap them out. So still checking to see, make sure that's not leaking. So I always worry about fuel leaks with this thing. I don't know why. Even though it's, you know, 'cause it's overly clean, right? So I don't know. All right, so that'll be the next video. We'll be back on this guy here, replacing that pulley. So anyway, it's been a day. And like I always say, don't let a bad day ruin it for you guys. A bad day can turn into a good day just as quick as that good day you were having turned into a bad day, right? Like for me, yeah, it was gonna be a good day. You're gonna go look at a new truck, maybe buy it, right? Got there, it wasn't advertised right. Yeah. But I wasn't looking at a bad day, went around and found another one. So I always gotta stay positive. And me, if anybody knows me, if there's a problem, I'm the type of guy where if there's a problem, I'll solve it. That's just how it is. So that's just how I am. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Take care of yourselves. Love you. God bless. And stay warm. It is cold. Next video, we're on the Everest. And I think there might be some skidoo races involved coming up too. Stay tuned.